It's 8 o'clock at night and it's already dark, and I have been extending round here. Now obviously we have walkways etc. above here, so I can't just take these blocks up. However, I have got my colonnade round to here. There are more areas that I can take out, but I think I'm just going to stick with this for the time being. I've obviously got some roofing up there, and this is the front of my bedroom here. Now the reason we've got these blocks still here is that this is where the pit where I've got that large gear is for my watermill. Now over here I've got these two walnut blocks. I've actually put one across because I think it needs supporting, and I am considering what sort of window I want here. I think that we would want certainly some blocks across here. It doesn't have to be a huge window. We could put it like that, and if I put some blocks there, it could be too high or it could be one high. I need to go and have a look. There comes a point in building where you need to actually look at it. I'm just checking everything's all right over here. Yeah, this is where one of my pots fell through onto my head. Yeah, and let's have a look at from here. How's the colonnade looking? It's looking great. Yeah, I can take out another block there. That is starting to look very, very good. Okay. Let's come round and just have a look at that window from over here, because I've been taking things down from the inside. You probably gather, guys, I absolutely love doing this sort of thing. I think, yeah, I think what we do is put the extra blocks across the top and just have a slim window. I think that will look just fine. And then we have another window there. And I do like the extra walnut at that level. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot. I think we do that again. We're going to have a lot more space in this room than I'd initially envisaged, actually. So my first instinct was that we would have an extra layer. Let me go and get some glass of stone there, and I think that was the right instinct. And I'm going to use the glass that I found in that old farmhouse. Do you remember? I was very, very lucky and found some aged leaded glass, which I think is going to look pretty good on the lower levels. I mean, I've only got 10 of them, but I think it will still look good. So let's come up here. Yeah. Okay. This is a storage room. It doesn't have to have massive views and massive windows, but it is nonetheless... Oh, look at that. Nice. Yeah, and then this is where we're working at the moment. Let's put some... We'll want walnut across there. That's right, we will have windows here. Sort of gradually taking this down almost by default here. Yeah, that's the bit that we want. That's the bit that we don't. Okay. Wow. Okay. let's go and get some walnut and strip that, and I will come back to you when I've done. I'm actually using this as a storage chest for the time being. I'll see you in a moment, guys. That's looking pretty good, except I've got that walnut in the wrong place. It needs to stick out a bit more. So we'll just go and move that walnut and then see how it looks after that. But I think this is going to look pretty good, and I think it's going to be a nice storage room by the time we've finished. That looks better. Yep. We're happy with that. I rather like that little line of windows. Not too much, just enough. But what we must do is go down into our garden and collect all our stray blocks. We have a lot of blocks down there. And I want to look and see if I can actually increase the garden. Let's just swap these two over. Have a quick look. There might be room for another line of earth down there. What started as a small garden has actually increased to quite a nice large garden, and it's a good time to do this because I'm letting the earth lie fallow. Yeah. Yes, what we do not need is this. Actually, let's not worry about that. Let's just get this sorted out, and I do think we are going to be able to get another line of earth. Yes, coming along nicely. Coming along nicely. Let's just pop this down for the time being. Yeah. Goodness me. Yeah, these banners need to come down. I don't have the space at the moment, but you can see why I'm letting this lie fallow. The trouble is, when you've got ice, if you're not careful, the moisture doesn't get to the crops. Yeah, this building is looking better and better. I do not like those banners up there. They need to come down and be resighted. And we need to do work up here. We could do with the support there, but it's over that. We'll put supports elsewhere so that they're cantilevered over. Yeah, and I think over here, I think we could change this. If we take this out and we take that out, that's right, and we put the wall. Can I put it there? Just take that up. Yes, we can. And then we take the rest of this out. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to put water here. Hang on. Take that out and that out. Right. So if we were to put water here, we would be able to get... Have I got enough room? I do not. I need to plant this lupin. Every flower counts. Look at the dawn. Right. So we want to take this out. I'm not unhappy with that. Right. Do I need to put any more walnut down here? Not at the moment. Yeah, it looks pretty fortress-like, doesn't it? I like it. I like it. Right, let's go and get some... Let's go and drop some stuff off. Gosh, I love having these big chests down here. They make such a difference when you've got all this stuff that you're trying to manage at the same time. And also let's go and get some food. Wow. Okay. Let's get that on my bar. Now I want some of our soil. High fertility soil is not in there anymore. It's in here. And I have a hoe. There. We'll sort the water out later. So, right, the water will go there. Let's move that off and that on. I am repurposing the brick, as you can imagine. Oh, that's only one line. Wow, a dark satanic fortress. Yep. Now what? Yeah, I was in the way. Okay, let's get rid of the look of that. Okay. Water there. We are going to take down this. Takes a long time sometimes to decide which way your builder's going to go. Okay, and I am taking this up as chiseled blocks. Yeah, and I think we will put a block of water right there. Okay, and that gives us just a bit more growing room. It's not a vast amount, but it's enough. It is enough. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's get our soil back. Take our bucket and get some water. Nice. So let's have a look from over here and see what it looks like. That is looking miles better. Absolutely miles better. We do need to think about this upright here between these two areas. If nothing else, that should at least be stone. Yeah, immediately that looks better. Wow, that is a dark satanic place, isn't it? I'm loving it. I don't know about you. And then here, I mean, we might come back and do more with this wall later. I would probably not have got as far as I have had it not been for the fact that I found that beautiful leaded glass that I think looks good. Pretty upstairs, and then the dark satanic look downstairs. Right, let's retrieve these banners. Have I got... Yeah, I have. We take them down with this. Okay, let's see if we can pick those up. Yeah. Yes, they were not the right thing to put there. That's all looking pretty good to me. Now, I do have more glass. Should I make that 5 to match the one above? I think I probably should. It's funny how you initially don't do something, then you have another look at it and you think, yeah, that's actually the right thing to do. So, let's put our banners in there for the time being, and let's take one more piece of glass. Okay, let's go up and have another look from outside and see how we like that, and make sure as we look down that we've managed to keep our garden extended but also spawn free. One little look will not go amiss. Let's have a look at our... Wow, that is looking pretty spectacular now. I do need a lot more light in there, but yes, it was the right thing to put the 5 there. Yep, I'm liking that a lot. And that wall actually now looks as if this is a build, not just as it was, you know, a build on top of a hillside. It looks as if it has been carved out of stone on purpose, my word. Okay. It's all looking a lot better. Where are we now? February. Wow, and what is the temperature? 2 degrees. Oh, have we weathered the worst of the winter? Or is the worst of the winter still to come? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, what a view. Crystal clear. I have to say I'm loving this build. Fiddling it into the hillside and building on these areas has really made, I think, a big difference. That's an iron shovel. Let's use this flint shovel. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's just do a little bit more. This is how I build organically, guys. Just do a little bit more and a little bit more until it actually looks pretty good. Right. Yep. We could put in pale flooring here, I suppose, in the long term, but we have to be careful. I haven't got enough. Okay. We have to be careful because here we could put it in, we're above teleporters. This is actually the top of our cellar, and this is what has determined the height at which I place this. All right, let's move these back. I will leave that there because that's pretty good for building in this area. And go and put my tools away. That was a very, very good little session on building. I feel a lot better. We do need more light up there. So, on that note, goodbye.